Okay, we're going to do a little bit more CodeMonster today, and then next week we're going to use some of this code to play a game or to adapt a game. Okay, I want you to go to Lesson Sections, and I want you to go to Lines, number 15. Okay, and it comes up with a line here. Let's just see what this code is doing. It says it's going to start a path, so I think that's the path of a line. It's going to move it to coordinates 30, 20. I think that's where it's going to start, and then the end point is going to be 120, 40. Let's see what happens if we move this, change this to 150. Okay, so that's going to change the path of the line, where it goes to. Okay, so you could try that, you could play with that, see what happens. We've changed the numbers there. So as it explains here, the move to just anchors this top left position, and then the line to command takes it down to where we want to go. So if we want to go right down here, I don't know how big this screen is, but let's say 250 by 250, and then you get towards the end. Okay, let's move on. This has got a second line here, so the start of the line is this C move to, so that's there. The coordinates, if you like, are 30, 20, or 30 from the side and 20 from the top. Line 2 goes to 120, 40, and then this line goes to 120, 150. So I'm sure we could change this and make it go somewhere else. There we go. Now they're suggesting that we're going to draw this path and try to join these lines up. I'm going to move through to there. Now, if we, it's suggesting that we should put in a new line to write a new line. So I'm going to copy that, Control-C, paste it in there. At the moment you can't see the new line because it's on top of the old line. But if we go from 50 to 115, then we can see the new line. So this is the, if you like, the coordinate, it's 115 down and 50 across. Okay, and then I think they want us to do a third line, and I want this third line to join up with the top one, so to here. I think that's going to be an equilateral triangle, so I think we need to go to back to 130, don't we? So I think if this goes 100 and this goes to 1, 2, 3, 30, then we get a triangle. And it must be equilateral because the way we've drawn it, it's got the same dimensions. So we've done that. Oh, now they've changed the colour, so I don't want that. I want that to be purple. So there we go. You can change the colour, you can play with it. Now, ignore that. This is quite interesting. So this is something we've looked at in Scratch, and the main thing to note here is that this is a loop. I'm going to make it a little slightly more obvious. What's this say? This is saying that anything in there, which is essentially drawing the triangle, is going to happen a number of times. Okay? And all it's saying is that we're going to start off this variable at 30 for as long as the variable is less than 60, then we've got to add on 30 each time. The best way to explain that is to show you what the effect is. So, and instead of the triangle saying 70 plus a number, it's saying 70 plus I, because I is defined up here. So, if, for example, we say we can make this maybe a little smaller. We make that 10, and then add on a smaller number, say 10. Then we get more triangles, because from 10 to 60 we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in there, if we're only making a gap of 10. And if I change that to something crazy like 600, there'd be loads of them. And actually, 600 is not very sensible. We could do 100, And now there should be 10. I'm not going to count them. There should be 10 because we're going from 10 up by 10. If we went up by, say, 2, then you get a lot more triangles, and if we go up by 1, you basically get a kind of a prism thing. But if we go up by 10, you get your 10 triangles, and maybe if I increase that to 160, we'll have 16 of them. We were looking at how to change the colour of them, weren't we? I've forgotten how to do that now. We can go back and do that, or maybe you could try and maybe change the colour. You might want to read this explanation. We've done quite well there. Oh, here we go, green. So this is how we do it. So it's called the stroke style. So it's the style of the pen. That's equivalent to the pen down command in Scratch. If we want pink triangles, there you go. I wonder if we can change this. I'll put one in here. Okay, changes it for 40 green triangles. I'm going to leave you to just move on and do the same with rectangles, see what you can do. Enjoy.